and good afternoon, folks. So I am Narendra. I'm the Director of Marketing at Target Bay. So we are getting started with this live session, which is also going to be interactive with the users, right? So the primary objective of this session is to basically understand the importance of BayEngage's email templates. So we have hundreds of email templates across different themes and seasonality. So and I'm joined by the product marketers Nandini and AK, and also from our customer success team, Daniel and Helen, who will be walking us through the who will demonstrate the the capabilities of BayEngage's email templates, especially the drag and drop editor. Uh, Basically, as I said, the objective of this live session is to increase, the engagement, by using our email templates, right, and also to improve your branding, right. So I'll just do a quick introduction about BayEngage. So Daniel, can you share your screen?
I think I can right now. Perfect. Oh, there we go.
All right, yeah. So BayEngage is an email marketing and SMS marketing product from Target Bay. So it's basically a customer engagement platform to increase your ROI, right? And we have been in the business for the last 5 years, in fact 6 years now. And we have helped thousands of brands, more than 4,000 brands to be exact, and they have been using our email marketing product, and so we have hundreds of email templates, and you can also understand like how these templates can be. So all these templates are preloaded with content, right? The simple drag and drop functionality as to how they can be used in the product. So that will be demonstrated by both Helen and Daniel. And, like over to them now. So Daniel and Helen, so let's get started.
Awesome. Let me 1 second, I think. Okay, there we go. Okay, awesome. All right. Perfect. Well, everyone, welcome. Happy Tuesday. So just kind of going over what Narendra was saying. So starting from the beginning, what is an email template, right? So an email template is an HTML file consisting of reusable code modules that allow you to really easily copy and paste like links, images, and URLs directly to an email, right? And the defining feature of an email template is its reusability and its dynamic editability. Right, so a well-built email template is pre-designed or pre-written, which can be used for sending business emails to current and potential customers. Let's see here. What's the next one? It is. Okay, so why do email templates matter in the first place? Well, marketing in general takes up a lot of time and effort, and you don't want to lose time building your own template every time you want to send an email. That's not really efficient, and you end up losing focus on more important things like strategy and brand positioning, right? With edits, testing, and reports, you lose several hours building your own email templates, when instead you can just opt in for pre-built email templates here. Consistency is really key to any successful marketing campaign, and email templates give you the power of consistency. It lets you stick to your brand colors, image, voice, and design. And one look from your email subscribers will allow them to realize that particular email is from your brand. Email templates allow you to be consistent with your branding, which results in a higher open rate, as well as lower spam complaints. If you fail to be consistent, you might lose out on sales. Your emails might get marked as spam. So we really do want to stay consistent as possible when sending out our emails. the best benefit of a email template is that email templates are highly personalized. So you can personalize them, the content in the email template before sending them out, and they're very easily editable from, the design, the colors, the copy, the images, and to down to every last component of the email template. And when an email marketing campaign is highly personalized, you get a higher click-through rate as it reels in the interest of your target audience with relative ease. So the more of your emails that are opened, the more that people will get to know about your brand, and the more that you will get to know about what your subscribers like to open and what they like to read about. And that's through your campaign performance report. So there are endless possibilities with email templates between A/B testing, drag and drop editor, which we'll kind of go over in a little bit, pre-written content, and etc. And then something to also keep in mind as well, customer engagement and satisfaction are interrelated, right? So when you try to build a strong relationship with your customers or potential ones, you get a feel for what they like and what they dislike, and the only way to do that is through consistency, like I said before. So when you don't have to sit through several hours of making email templates for every email you send, you have a lot more time on your hands to schedule more emails at a consistent time interval. And this ultimately will improve customer engagement rates, as well as your email subscribers just feeling like, you're making the effort and to improve communication with them. So taking a look at our PowerPoint here, what is the benefit of BayEngage? Why BayEngage, right? So the first, you can read over this. I'm just going to be going over a couple important bullet points, but you'll also be getting a copy of this at the end of the webinar. So first off is complete autonomy, right? So it doesn't, other programs might not offer a lot of flexibility in design or templates. While you can customize the templates they give you, there's not room for creativity. With other components, you might have to integrate your basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript skills to integrate that into a custom-made template and import it into future email marketing campaigns. And that's just a lot of work. So if you want to make an email that stands out and looks different from everyone else's with ease, BayEngage is right for you. So the second bullet point is our customer service, right? So a lot of other programs might not provide support via phone. We're always here for you, and we always like to teach you guys, such as webinars, how to work around BayEngage. And then the third is improved user experience. So with other Target Bay alternatives, you have to do a lot of clicks to reach the goal. You have to open new windows and scroll through one page to another, and it takes a lot of time to get things done. And the user interface is just not friendly. So with our drag and drop editor, it saves time and your efforts as well. And then like Narendra said, we have over 300 professionally designed email templates for you. So you can choose one for Valentine's Day. We can do one for Memorial Day. So whatever is best for your company is really what you can use. A lot of alternatives lack the basic email templates that we provide. And sometimes it's not a problem for professional marketers, but for new users, it can be quite annoying for sure. In addition, a large portion of those Target Bay alternative emails go directly to your spam folder. And this is a big problem for businesses that invest the time and the money into creating these email campaigns for their businesses. So we want to make sure that they really do reach your user for sure. So we'll kind of be going over how to edit the actual template on BayEngage. So like I had said previously, BayEngage's number one priority is just making sure that it's easy for our users to use. And so that's why we use the drag and drop. So we have columns that you are able to drag and drop. We have different headings as well. If you do know a little bit of coding, we can integrate the HTML code into your template design as well. We have so many images for you to use. There's social media icons that are able to be used at the bottom to, spread interest. They can click on your Pinterest. They can click on your Facebook without having to look that up. It's all right there for them. You can directly customize your text and your videos. You know, you don't want to always use just a bunch of text. You want to make sure you spice it up with some images and videos in there as well. And then we do have a lot of blocks available for use, as well as product widgets. Let's see here. So how do we get started? So for this webinar, we're going to be looking at Easter, just because it is around the corner. So here is just a sneak peek of some of our email templates available on BayEngage. And you can edit this content to reflect your brand images, such as your logo, your product details, your signature, your color, your CTA. So that's all going to be customizable for you once you get into BayEngage. So this is just a step-by-step showing you how you go about that. So first you log into BayEngage and select the template you'd like. And then once you go ahead and start editing the template, you can customize everything from fonts, images, and colors. Once you completed your email template, you'll go ahead and send a test email to make sure that your content looks good. And I would also recommend taking a look at the email in your iPad or on your phone as well. You know, a lot of our users nowadays are on the go and they love checking their emails on their phone. So you want to make sure that it does look as good as it does on mobile as it does on web. And then after that, you can either download the email template, schedule a campaign, or if it's on automation, you can assign it to an automation flow as well. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you guys what it would be like. So this right here is our BayEngage, and you can look for different themes. So let's say if it's Valentine's Day, you know, we do have a bunch of Valentine's Day ones as well. So for this, we're going to be using our Easter templates. Let's see here. So you're going to either preview, and that kind of shows you what the template would look like. And then once you've chosen the template you'd wish to create, you're going to go ahead and click choose this template. And this is kind of what will pop up for you. So as previously discussed, we have our columns for use. We have different buttons, dividers. So let's say, for example, you wanted to insert a logo in there, right? So this would be our image widget right here. Super simple, drag and drop. So it's going to highlight in the blue where it says drag it here. Once you've chosen a position for it, this is going to pop up. All you have to do is click on it, and this content is going to pop up on the right-hand side. You're going to go ahead and upload an image. And I'm going to go ahead and insert Target Bay's logo in there. Now you might see that this is a little grayed out. What you're going to want to do is scroll all the way down. Let's see here. So this section, you're going to want to go ahead and scroll down to your row property, right? You have different rows here. So you're going to want to change the background color to white, and that kind of takes care of that for you. If you're not happy with the photo and you'd like a different photo, you are also more than welcome to click on the image and upload your own image. We do have a lot of stock images for you already. So you're going to want to head to images down here. And we do have a million different images for you to use as well. And the concept is the same. It would be just drag and drop. As far as customization, so we are able to edit directly into the text box here. You are able to choose from a numerous amount of different fonts. Okay. You can change the size, and you are also able to change, if you'd like it centered or to the side. It's really up to you. And you are also able to choose the color as well. So if you'd highlight what you'd like to choose over here, it's red. So I wanted the eggs highlighted, so I went ahead and did that. Or let's see. If you wanted the font red, you could also change that as well. Let's see. So this would be like a heading, for example. If you're looking to change the text, it's the same concept. You're able to edit directly into the text box. As far as CTAs, we love our CTAs. Just make sure you don't bombard the user with a lot of those CTAs. And if you don't know what a CTA is, it's a call to action, right? And we normally try to use call to action buttons so that the user has something to press, which takes them to your website. So you are able to, let's see if you want to change that to shop now. So you are also able to change this to your color. So let's say the background, you're able to change it to purple. And again, once more, you're also able to change the color of the text as well. So let's see here. And then these also an image as well. We also have dividers that you are able to use. So if you want to split up some content, you're able to drag and drop here as well. So we have a bunch of different options for you. If you'd like to insert a video instead of a photo, you are able to drag and drop here. And it's very simple. All you have to do is attach the video URL and it'll just go ahead and insert it for you. So let's see. And I think that is it. We also do have an HTML feature, like I had said. So if you have that, you're able to integrate it in there as well. And last but not least, we do have our social buttons. So you're able to drag and drop. And once you click on it, there are so many different logos for you to design. I love that aspect about BayEngage so much. You're able to choose if it's a circle, if you like it round or square. And then you're able to link that up once again to your account. So let's see here. Let's see. Circle. Awesome. And then I'm going to go ahead and leave it at here. I'm going to go ahead and transfer it to Danielle. And Danielle's actually going to show you how to customize one that she's actually done.
Okay, thank you, Helen. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. All right, so you should be able to see my screen now. If you are not able to, please let me know. But so I am going to show you, she showed you how to do it through the free email template, choosing one of our vastly ones that are provided for you. But I'm going to show you if you want to kind of start from scratch and create your own Easter one. So under the layout section, you can see that we have several different layouts available if you want to do 1 and 2 columns. One column within like a random 2 columns, several different options here. I'm going to go ahead and just do the 1 column and show you how to make this into an Easter email for you. Okay, so as Helen mentioned, it didn't have the logo at the top, so I'm going to pop in an image right here to put in the logo. Now, as you can see, this auto widths directly to the right size of the logo. If you want it to be bigger or smaller, you would click on this little toggle that says auto width, and you can be able to go up and down, however big you would like to make it. Then in terms of the main image that's already here in this template, so we can actually either upload an image, or also, as Helen showed, we have images that are already done for you. So if we are looking for one for Easter, let's just choose this one. We're going to drag and drop it over here. So it's going to populate right here. Now, so we do a lot of different things. We've seen people create images from Photoshop, from Canva, but we also do have effects here in BayEngage. So if you just highlight the image and you go to apply effects and more, it'll populate right here. And say you want to add in a text, you just say add text. And then while it's highlighted, go ahead and change the color. You can change the font as well. So let's kind of go with Pacifico. And here you can just update it by saying Happy Easter. And then click off of it, and then you can kind of adjust it and have it, move it around. I'm going to put it right over here in the corner. So now you've just created your own image, and you can hit apply. and then hit save. And it's going to change and populate directly there in the image. Then you can change the actual text of it right here. You know, happy Easter. We wish you the best. Also, as Helen mentioned, I feel like I'm just copying it right now, but you can come in and change the actual text of it. Since we used this for like in the actual image, then we can change it to that. And then here you can just put your message in that you'd like to. Now, since this is a, or since, you know, a lot of people are e-commerce, we can actually add in products. Now, as you see, this entire box is highlighted. So this is one row that's highlighted, and that's because all of these are one column. You can see there's not more than that. So if we want to add in, say, one with like 3 columns, then we would have to add in a new column. As you can see, it won't let you put it anywhere except for right there. And then let's go ahead and update this background color to white. That way it all will. And so this is already one column. We want to do more. If we're going to do products, and you want to maybe do like 2 or 3 or 4, I'm going to go ahead and select 3. So now you have 3 different columns right here. And I'm going to just move over the product widget that is right here. Okay, as you can see that there is still gray space behind this. So in order to fix that, you would just click right here on the row, and you would click on column 2, because column 2 and column 3 are the ones where it doesn't show it. And you would change the background color to white. So even though you did it already, it was just done for the first column, and maybe you want to change the background color for the other 2. So we'll go ahead and change that. Now, if this is already linked up to your e-commerce store, you can just be able to click on add product. This customer that we're using as a demo account is baseball bats. So let's just go ahead and search for bats or baseball. And let's go ahead and just select this one and then add another one. Now, if you have a specific product ID or SKU, then you can populate that right there, or the actual name, then you can be able to do that as well. So as you can see, these are all populated. They are different size because the text are different sizes. But if you want to update that, then you can just come in and change. So we can actually exclude the SKU number that's in this and take it out. So we can have it all the same size. This one doesn't include that, but we can take out the baseball bat too and go through. So now you have your products in here. If you want to take out the USD and you want to just put in a $, you can be able to do that. Again, you're doing all of this editing over here on the right side. All of these will include a buy now button. Say you want to go more with like the theme of this email, then we can just scroll down almost all the way to the bottom is where you're going to adjust the button color. And it's just right under button attributes. And so you can go to button color and you can do like a light pink, or if you have a specific color code, then you can put that in right there. You can do different colors for each one, or you can kind of keep them all the same for light pink. Or you can change it up. So that's how you would adjust and being able to add in. Say that you want your products right underneath this and you still want the call to action to be at the very bottom. So what we would do is we would move this and we would move it to the bottom. Now, as mentioned before, this is 3 columns, this is 1 column, so it would be separated out. Now, if you don't want your footer to be gray, then you can just click on the row right here and change the background color to white. And the call to action, you can have it.
The marketing team or event control.
And so then you can have the button text right there. If you want to add a little padding at the top, you would just select this row and you would do padding at the top, and we would do like 30. And then you would just put in the URLs for each one of these. You wouldn't have to for the products because it was already in there, but you would want to add it right there. Also add it in on the image, and then you are ready to go. So you can save and return to templates, or you can go ahead and create a campaign directly from here. But so that is how you would create an email directly from the drag and drop. And if we come back here, so just to share some like best practices with you, the inbuilt stock asset library, as you saw yourself, there are tons of images that you can be able to use. You don't have to be a Photoshop pro to be able to create lovely images for your emails to be able to send out. We have the product widgets. Again, like Helen mentioned, like I said, broken record, like I'm saying everything that she is. You don't want to have too many call to actions. You have to, okay. If you remember anything about this webinar, make sure you include the unsubscribe option at the bottom of the email footer. If people are not unable to subscribe, not only is it not really legal, but also they get extremely frustrated and they will send you emails directly letting you know how frustrated they are. And you can also include our email templates that we have. So now, I did go a little fast, so did Helen. We were giving you this information. So we actually will have this YouTube and also our intercom help articles available for you. You can also always contact us through the chat, and we also have phone support as well. Now, here's the time where we can be able to go through any questions and we can be able to answer them for you. Now, just a quick side note as well, Target Bay and BayEngage does have an additional service of doing full service email marketing for you. We understand that as much as you would like to be able to do your email templates in like a timely manner every month, sometimes you just have way too much on your plate and email marketing gets kind of knocked to the back. So if you are interested in learning more about this service, just reach out to your customer success manager and we will be able to go through that, or you can just send a message to us after this. Okay, so I am going to stop sharing my screen right now. And I'm going to kind of open up the floor to any questions that anyone might have.
And if you don't want to speak up, we do also have a chat feature as well. So if you want to drop your question down in the chat, we can go ahead and answer that too.
Exactly. Maybe we just did such a good job, Helen, that like there's no questions.
I know.
Okay. All right. Are there any other questions at all? We don't want to keep you if there's not any. But we do know we went through everything real fast. If you want, you can do it through the chat system that is at the bottom of your screen. Yes, I absolutely understand that, Irene. Unless you're actually working on a template, that is when the questions come up because you're like, wait a second, how do I do this? How do I do that? I know one of the things I wanted to make sure to show you while working on the template was the content background. That was actually something I had issues with until I realized, oh, wait, I can be able to change it. And that's actually one that is mentioned a lot of times too. But yes, if any questions comes up while you are working on it, please feel free to use our chat system to ask us about it. And we'll kind of go from there. All right. Well, if there's not any other questions, then we'll kind of, you're welcome. Then we'll go ahead and close out this live webinar for you. And we appreciate you. Oh, one question. How's the customer base put in for the emails? And what if we only want to send some customers the emails only?
That's a good question.
That is a great question, Scott. So the customer emails are put in several different ways. Typically, we'll work on that during onboarding to where not only if you're e-commerce will have all of the email subscribers from your own platform, but we will also upload any other email addresses that you've had before. So if you were using a different type of email service provider, then we will bring those into Target Bay. If you have an old list, then we'll want to make sure we validate them first. But yeah, so we'll bring in all of your email subscribers that you want us to use, and we'll put those in. And then you can also be able to segment customers. So when we're inserting in those emails, if you want to add some custom properties, we can be able to segment that. Or you can segment if they bought specific purchases, if you're keeping up with where they're located geographically, all of this. But how do you select customers after you create the email? Okay, so let me actually share my screen and show you. So when you are in BayEngage, say you want to, you already have the template created, so we'll create an email campaign. So let's make sure this is test. And with that, here is where you will add your recipients. So you can be able to choose a specific list that you would like to use, or you can select all of them. You can also say you want to do like the master list, but you want to exclude recipients. You can also exclude them. This is really good if you are wholesale, or if you have something specific that you don't want to send an email to someone that's placed an order recently. Here is exactly where you would choose who to send out the email to when you are creating your test or your actual email campaign.
It looks like we have one more question, Daniel, from Irene.
Is it the one that was sent up? Okay, good. Glad that's helpful, Irene. Yeah, so you would just select your customers when you're sending out the template. I kind of gave you the long answer, but that's exactly how you would do it.
That's definitely
Great,
super
well,
helpful in the case of like a follow-up as well. If you're running like a special, that's like a weekends only special, right? And you want to send it out like on Thursday in preparation for Friday. You want to also send out like a follow-up email on Saturday, just reminding them, hey, like the sale is ending, but you want to make sure you don't bombard, your subscribers and reminding them to buy something if they had already purchased. So that's a great way to do that. Can you search and segment email?
Do you mean email subscribers? You can be able to search and segment so you can create the segments under the list and segment section, and you can be able to search for specific emails under the contacts, but you would create the segments under the list and segments.
And I promise I'm not like the most techie person, but it's very, very straightforward. So. Do you have any more questions?
That's a little bit harder to do for the segment out of all male names. Basically, you would have to you would have to do a custom property and set it up as their gender for male. So when you upload in a list, you would have a custom property to where you'd have gender as male, or if you're asking customers on your website what their gender is, then we can also be able to collect that tag that way. But you would have to have a way of storing that information. Okay, good. So there's a lot you can be able to do with the segment. We just have to make sure that we're either uploading in that information, you have it as a tag, and this information is stored. Okay. Well, any other questions, guys? And again, if you do not know your questions right now, it is okay. We're not trying to be, we're just trying, since we're here right now, we're just trying to help as much as possible. Okay. Well, I think we're good, guys. Thank you for joining our webinar. We'll make sure to have this available for you. And yeah, thanks for your time.
Thank you guys so much.
Okay, bye, y'all.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.